Hello everybody, this is Knoxef, and today I'm going to be starting a new series. I know, probably a bad idea, considering I have at least 3 series going on right now. But I decided, you know what, I might as well just start a new one, because I want to play Terraria. And Terraria is a game that I'm pretty bad at. That's why I'm calling this Master Mode, but I suck. Because I truly do suck. I am not very good at this game. I am very knowledgeable of this game, or I guess somewhat knowledgeable of this game. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm very knowledgeable of the game. The point is, I know my way around the game. I've beaten it before, but what I haven't done is beaten it in Masters mode. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the series, is because I wanted to play on Masters mode. So right now, I'm kind of walking around, and I want to get out of the rain, so I'm going down to this cave. But caves are quite dangerous, so we do have to be careful where we're walking. Okay, so what's in this? Okay, nothing good so far. Okay, so we're back on the surface after dying. Cut ourselves an apple. That'll just give us the well-fed buff. Well-fed for 5 minutes. It's pretty good. So I'm going to start by building a little house, and I'll do this pretty quickly. It's going to be a simple house. I'm a really bad builder, so don't expect anything of any quality. Okay, so we got the wooden hammer, and now I can, there we go, break the wood wall behind us. So now we have our little house. So what I want to start doing now is I want to start digging down. So I can start like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some wooden platforms. These wooden platforms can stop people from falling through. So now I begin the long task of just mining down. I'll talk to you guys when I get something interesting. Okay, so I have found something very new, and it's called a life crystal. And as you can see, I only have 100 health, and that is ridiculously low. I almost died there. But the way that we gain more health is using a life crystal. Did I just... Yep. There we go. I now have 120 health. Also, about mining. I'm actually not mining at the place before. Ooh, diamonds. Okay. You know what? This is getting a bit frustrating. But, anyways, I am getting some more stuff. I'm getting more silver, I'm getting more platinum, I'm getting more lead. And so eventually I'll be able to start making armor. So I will be able to get just better stuff so that we can defeat the boss that I'm planning to defeat today. Okay, so I have collected a total of 5 fallen stars. So if I take them, I can make now a mana crystal. And that's what I was talking about. When you get 5 crystals, you can now make something. So now I have the mana crystal. So if I click, I use it. And as you might have noticed, my mana over here, these blue stars, have gone up. So now, when I get a mana weapon, I'll have, I guess ammo is the best way to describe it, more ammo to use. It's not really ammo, and it recharges, but it's kind of what fuels the attacks. So I am absolutely trapped here, and I'll show you what's happening down at my mine. So you just go down a little bit, take out my torch, and as you can see, there's a ghost prowling around. And this thing is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. So I can't really kill it, and it keeps on killing me, and it just kind of stays there. And these ghosts are spawned every time you mine one of these tombstones. And it looks like I might be able to kill this one. Luckily, just because it's not moving. But the problem is, every time I die, it creates a tombstone. And every time I die... Oh. I guess... What am I using this? I'm using seeds in the dough gun. Oh, that actually worked. But every time I mine these, it summons a ghost. So... this is going to be a bit. Hopefully no, I don't see any ghosts. Maybe I'm getting lucky. Okay, I think I'm fine. But yeah, I gotta watch out for ghosts, because once I die once, it just turns into a death loop. Okay, so I just made my way to a wonderfully cool new biome, which is the glowing mushroom biome. Although there is a few things about these biomes that I should mention. One, that they are notorious for having lots and lots of traps. So we gotta make sure that we don't fall into the hands of these traps.
Okay, so I've made my way out of that biome. I discovered a few things which was kind of cool. But now I'm here in the underworld, and as you can see, I've been mining down a lot. So you see that's the biome that I explored, and then I went down. So yeah, you can see it there, and then I'm all the way down here. So I'm actually kind of close to the bottom of the world. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a line separating where I am now and what's above me, and that means that I am very, very close to the underworld. So when I get to the underworld, I will tell you, and I can show you that. Okay, so I've made my way to the underworld, and I've found this cool little rail track. And so this travels along the bottom of the underworld, and as you can see, right below me is actually the underworld. And you can see that it's through the obsidian tower that's in the underworld. And so we can go through here. I'm actually incredibly low health, so I'm going to stop and eat a mushroom. But as you can see, I just explored and I found this rail track. And they're pretty good, they're cool, they can bring you to where you need to go. But if I drop down, you can see what the underworld is. And it's pretty cool, it's completely filled with lava and filled with fire imps, which can kill you. But they also have lots of good loot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to explore just for a little bit, walk around, break some plots. But it's very, very dangerous, and I am absolutely going to die. Predicted it. But yeah, so this place is really dangerous, and there's not much we can really do here, because we're not at the stage in the game where this becomes important, but it's good to be able to, have a fast way to get here. So that's one thing done on our checklist of things to do. Okay, so I just looted this chest, and it was kind of trapped, that's why it's called the Dead Man's Chest, but I got lots of good loot. So if I show you, I got like a cloud in the bottle, which I actually already have down here, right there. Maybe Jagged's better than Brisk, so I think it's not right. I also have Battle Potion, Restoration Potion, Meteorite Bars, Flipper Potions, other potions, Explosives. I got quite a bit from this chest, and this is kind of an overview of what I've gotten so far from exploring. I've also made a grappling hook, which you can see me kind of swinging around over here, and yeah, it's pretty good. I made that using some gems that I mined up, and I can basically almost teleport you to where you need to go. Obviously not teleporting you, and it obviously can only go certain blocks, like 50, it has a reach of like 15, 17 blocks or something, and then it shoots you towards that. I'm just dodging this lava here, because the farther you go down, the more lava becomes a problem, and I'm just going to mine some platinum here. Okay, so what I did when I was mining is I got a gravitation potion. It gives me the gravitation effect, and when I press up, it switches my gravity, and so I can fly all the way to space. And in Terraria, you might know that there are floating islands with lots and lots of good loot. And the easiest way to get to them is using the gravitation potion. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little flying, and try to find one of these islands. Although, I want to make sure that I don't run into any harpies. Harpies are little winged monsters that shoot feathers at you. They're incredibly, I'd say annoying is a good way to describe them. They're really annoying. I almost missed the ground there, I gotta be careful. There's actually one there, as you can see. They look like kind of wings, birds. Yeah, one's chasing me. But, there we go. We landed exactly on one of the islands. And I'm just shooting the harpy with my amethyst staff, which is a weapon that I crafted using some amethysts. So I go in, and let's see what's in this chest. Okay, so just some stuff, and a Star Fury. So Star Fury is a pretty cool sword. It can call, like, stars from the heavens. And so if I shoot it, kind of like, fling it over there, I can maybe kill the harpies from up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, and then probably return home. I only have 2 minutes left on my gravitation potion. So hopefully I can find another one. Okay, so I didn't find any more of the floating islands, but I did decide to go to the corruption. You saw us flying over, I decided to stop by for a visit. Because in the corruption, there's lots of cool things you can see, and this is a biome that it's called the corruption biome, and this is where one of the early game bosses happen. And as you can see, I'm throwing these bombs down, and if you can see that orb right there, I'm trying to go, and I'm trying to destroy that orb. And the reason why I'm using bombs is because I can't actually mine it. I can't mine, it's called Ebonstone. I can't mine the Ebonstone because my pickaxe isn't strong enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to destroy it. I'm just going to use bombs because they're easy. Crafting some sticky bombs to make sure. Because if I just use loose bombs, it might not blow up the orb. So I place that there, and now I go, run away. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I destroy the orb, and I got a musket. And a musket isn't very good, especially not for the class that I wanted to get. I wanted to get a different weapon called the Vile Thorn. But you know what? We can just destroy more orbs. So what I've done is, now that I've destroyed the orb, there's a chance now that a goblin invasion or a meteorite could fall. And a meteorite would be much preferred because the goblin invasions are really, really strong and really, really powerful. And I'm not powerful enough to take it down. So if a goblin... Oh, I just died. But if a goblin invasion came, then I'd be screwed. But a meteorite, I can get really good stuff from that. So I'm just hoping I can find a meteorite. Okay, so bad news. Looks like a goblin army is about to approach. So do you know when I broke those just a few minutes ago? Yeah, it didn't. It didn't summon a meteor, it summoned a goblin army. Which is pretty bad for us, meaning I am gonna die over and over again. But the problem is that we've run out of time for this episode, and the fact that there's a goblin army here, like, there's nothing I can do. I don't have enough time to do this. So, I'll show you this in the next episode. Bye!